Hello, my name is Sabrina and I bet you have already seen 1,000 of videos about trading. Am I right? And of course I know, cause maybe you ask yourself many times, what if I have a big screen, but I have only a phone? That's not a problem. This strategy is especially for you. Exactly with this strategy, my last member who joined my team, Alex, made from 100 a whole 1,000. Can you imagine it? Why you still down in my team? If you're interested, all links in the description. In this video, I'll enlighten you about very comfortable and most profitable strategy. And you can trade on any device anywhere in the world. Sit back comfortably, brew some tea, and now we begin. And our start balance for today is $1,605.80. Our first trade will take 5 minutes and we will open trades for $40, I think. So let us move on to the first currency pair. And this currency pair is absolutely suitable for us, and immediately open a deal on a decline. Since the fractal indicator has updated the local fractal upwards, accordingly the graph will go down. Also, the indicator D marker was breakout in the overbought area. There was a new pullback down the chart and immediately rushed down. And accordingly, the chart will move downward. And let me tell you more about the fractal indicator. That is how to use it. This indicator designates the minimums and maximums reached by the market during the certain period, visually allocated by directional signs depending on the type of the extremum. The fractal downwards, the red indicator directed downward, and upward, a green indicator directed upwards. The fractal indicator is applied directly to the price chart on the analyst asset. It should be noted that the fractal is always form the odd number of transfers by default 5. The fractal indicator is drawn on the chart when there are 2 candles. With those, we get the symmetric structure. The parallel with the drawing and the fractal upwards and the fractal downwards are also formed. When there are 2 candles with the higher prices before the candle marked with a lower fractal, there are 2 subsequent candles with the higher prices. Though the fractal upwards can be on different candles, that is, their counting is carried out in parallel. But if you look at the chart with the marked fractal indicator, it appears that it rather carries a oscillatory function, because after the formation of the fractal, there are several candles that don't go out of the range. And the question is, how is it possible? The last fractal can be dynamically redrawn as the price develops further. If after the formation, say fractal, the 5th order is followed by another one with a lower price of the previous candle, there is a fractal up. Well, if the next meeting is higher after another one, the fractal will be shifted to the right by 1 candle. Well, let me show you how to use it in practice in more details. In fact, it's very simple. It's enough to look at the fractal open before the deal. If we see that the fractal was updated upwards, it's safe to put on decrease. And if the fractal was updated downwards, then no doubts, we open the deal to increase the price. And we go back to the end of our deal, which is a very little time left. By the way, I want to remind you that you can find signals in my Telegram channel for free, and thanks to which you can open profitable deals. Many people have already written me personal messages telling me how they made from 100 to 300, 5,000 and more. And of course, I have a lot of proofs of their success. And they're very grateful to me for that. And so, go to the link in the description and join my team of traders. Well, our first deal is closed in plus, and we are moving on to the next currency pair. A wonderful currency pair, but before I start, I want to reduce the time frame to 4 minutes, and I will open a trade for $50 and immediately open a trade on the price decrease. Again, pay attention to the fractal indicator. The green fractal upwards has been updated respectively. The graph will move downwards as in the first case. Also, according to the indicator D marker, we can see that it has broken through the oversold area in the directed downward. Respectively, the price will move downward for some time. And let me tell you more about the D marker indicator. And the D macro indicator is an oscillator that shows upward and oversold conditions in the market. It compares the latest maximum and minimum prices with the equivalent price of the previous period, and measuring the demand for the underlying asset. The indicator reading fluctuate within a range between levels from 0 to hundreds. The indicator is considered leading because its signals predict imminent changes in trend. The indicator is commonly used to identify depressions because it's based on relative price data. Unlike the relative strength index, RSI, which is probably the best known oscillator, the D macro indicator focuses on the intra-period highs and lows rather than closing levels. One of its major advantages is that, like the RSI, it's less subject of distortions such as those seen in the other indicators, such as the rate of price change indicator, in which volatile price movement can cause sudden shifts in the momentum line. And as I said earlier, the D macro indicator is very similar to the RSI indicator. Here we can see also an overbought and oversold areas, breaking through which the price reverses. As an example, in our case, if the oversold area is broken through, it will move down for a while, but then a pullback will definitely happen again, and the indicator together with the chart will move up. What will be a signal to buy? Of course. This also works in the opposite direction to look at the direction of its movement. The direction of the board zone. But when the indicator doesn't break through the overbought zone, it moves within it. And it's enough to look at the direction of its movement, and that's all. If it's up, it's a buy. If it's down, it's a sell. That's all. And let's go back to our trade and watch its end. And the second trade is over, and it's closed in plus, and we're moving on to the next currency pair. And approaching the last currency pair for today is again perfect for us. Again, reduce the time frame to 1 minute, and the final trade will be for $100. And in each case, we'll open a trade to increase the price, since the fractal indicator has been updated fractal down. On this basis, we open a trade to raise, because the chart will go up, and the indicator D macro in turn changes its direction upwards, what is also a signal to higher prices. And the last trade is closed in plus. And it's a great trading session for today, and it's over now. But before I say goodbye, I want to remind you to write me a code word plus VIP if you want to change your life right now. And I can help you with all your questions. And of course, if you want to get the most profitable signals in the whole internet, then you need just write me my code word plus VIP in private messages in Telegram. All links in the descriptions. Thank you all for watching. Bye.